Hello everybody, welcome to Crafty Soup. My name is Misty. Before I get started with today's video, which is a layout share and will pop to the overhead camera in just a moment, I wanted to give my regular viewers a little bit of an update. I have been working a lot out in the garden instead of down in my craft room making paper projects, so I did do a garden tour video. It's a bit long and I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but if it is yours, you can check that out. It's the last video that I posted. And it's pretty long, so just know that ahead of time. The other thing that I wanted to update on is that I'm having some tech challenges, and so I will probably continue to be a little bit quiet here as I get these challenges solved. It's a long story, so I'm not going to go into it. But hopefully when I come out the other side, things will be a little nicer here, and we'll have some more options, including more of me being able to chat with you. So let me go ahead and switch the cameras and then we will get started on this project share. All right, here I am with my overhead view. I am going to pop in a couple of slides here of a couple of projects that I don't have on me because they were used in other ways. One of them was a card that I give away, and one actually is on a project here, so I'll talk about that when I get there. But in the meantime, let's take a look at these other two projects. This first one was a card that I made for my daughter. She was in a play and it was all about Greek gods and goddesses, so I made this card to congratulate her on her show. So that was that one. And next up were some homemade flowers that I made as part of the Counterfeit Kit Challenge group. And that was actually part of our International Scrapbooking Day set of challenges and inspiration that the team offered to all of our readers. And that is the one that we'll see on a project in just a moment. All right, as we head back to the overhead view, I've got my stack here, and hopefully I can go through them a little quickly because I'll be honest, this isn't my first time recording this video, and the first couple of attempts was a little long. So at any rate, this is how I organize all of my projects when I'm working on them. I keep them by team that I'm on, and so this is the Counterfeit Kit team, and this was another project that I did for our International Scrapbooking Day challenges, and my challenge was to use your favorite three. So one of them would be paper, one of them would be an alphabet, and another one would be some sort of embellishment package. So this was my favorite paper, which was from a new Heidi Swap collection. I chose some Simple Stories foam alphas, and then the stickers that I chose. It was a sticker sheet also from Simple Stories. So that was the challenge that I posed to our readers over there. And then the rest of these layouts I made with my regular counterfeit kit for the month of May. And if you haven't seen my kit builds before, you can go check that out. Any links I mentioned will be down in the show notes, so you can easily find those resources. And so this one was based on our monthly challenges, which was to scrapbook about why you love to scrapbook. And so I have this layout of my top 3 reasons why. This one is where those flowers ended up on that I made for the International Scrapbooking Day inspiration. And this one was just about a vacation that we took with friends. And then I've got this one here, which has lots of homemade butterflies, which I also have a video on. And I love the Counterfeit Kit Challenge because you can mix old products and new products. And this is an old scenic route paper that I've had in my stash for many years. And this is new Heidi Swap paper, which I had fun playing with the design of the paper and creating something a little ruffled there. So that is the end of my CKC creations. And then for SCT, which is the Scrapbooking Cards Today kit, and again, I'll leave links if you don't know what that is. But I had fun playing with my kit this month. I only got one layout this month, but the kit was full of samples of Heidi Swap. No, not Heidi Swap. My brain is on the previous layout. Samples of Pink Fresh Studio and Vicky Booten. We had our reusable word die was part of the kit this month, which was sweet. And then our other reusable item this month was a giant tropical leaf stencil, and that was from Vicki Boutin. So I used that stencil to create this background for this layout, and I do have a process video for this one. And then these are projects that I created during the rest of the month, not from any specific kits. So let's dive into these. And I should say also that May is a layout a day challenge month for me, so trying to get one layout every day, I didn't succeed, but I got quite a few done, so that feels good. So this one actually was not a layout a day challenge. This one I had submitted to a magazine, but they never got back to me, so that means they didn't choose it, but I love it anyway, and I was very happy to have this one in my stash. This one is mostly products from Tracy Reed, who does digital products, and a portion of her products are printable. And so I printed out some various embellishments and some pattern papers and created this layout. This one, now all the rest of these are from the load challenge, the layout a day challenge. And so I think everything except for the very first one and this one were not from load, so everything else was from load. This one was a page that I started during a class and I never finished it, so as one of the quick easy layouts for the load month, I threw on a few extra bits and bobs, threw on my photo and my story, and called it good. This one was specifically a challenge from the Layout a Day Challenge project, and there was a recipe to this about using certain products, but one of the fun things I have on here is this foiling technique, and I've done this a few times on videos. If I can remember specifically which video, I will go ahead and link you up to that. This one was also a challenge specifically from Load. Now, when I do my Layout a Day project, it doesn't have to meet the challenge. Those challenges are there, prompts/challenges are there just to give you ideas. But this one did come from one of the prompts for the day, and I had fun creating this one because this was all about YouTubers from the UK that we enjoy watching and the boat lifestyle that they live. So that one was fun, and this one used the new Vicki Boutin Sweet Rush collection. And so I had fun playing with my new Vicki Boutin stash. All right, this one's super simple, just a simple background sheet of paper. I printed my photos with a mat already on them, just a few simple embellishments, and the only kind of different, interesting thing to this layout was this curved banner with my curved title. So simple, but still has enough interest to be fun. This was another layout from a class that I had created the base page for, and I did mix it up just a little bit so that it would fit my photos and stories more, but nothing big here, just a class layout. This one is using a cut file that I actually designed. If you don't know already, I do design cut files and offer them up for free, so I will link you up to those if you like cut files. And this is a layout for my COVID album, and it features, these are newspaper, quote unquote newspaper. I got them all off the internet. Newspaper headlines about news that was happening around COVID. And this is actually a companion page for another story that I have in my COVID album. And I believe I've got the process video for this one up. This one is super simple, as you can see, just really diagonal stripes of pattern paper and a title plus subtitle, which works as my journaling just because this was a school photo. I didn't feel the need to do much else. It says it all. And I don't feel the need to be complicated all the time. This one, however, is the opposite of that one. This one is complicated. This one is a lift-a-flap layout, and I do have a process video for this one. I do have like 15 flaps on here. I do have a binding on here that fits in a 3-ring binder. I do have a lot more journaling on the back. This is just a first draft of the journaling, but it will all fit in there, and this will be double-sided. So anyway, if you're interested in more on this layout, that one is a process video already. And then this one, oh yeah, this one is a companion page. So this layout I created as part of a class again, and I've had it for quite a while, and I was having a hard time because the photos were meant to fit inside of these paper frames, but I could not come up with photos that were fitting. So I decided to just cover up the frame with some pattern paper and put my own size photos on top. And because I had more photos for this story, which because this was a very themed class layout, I wanted to make sure that I had photos for that story. Since I had extra photos, I made a companion page using my own sheet of background pattern paper, a few leftover bits from creating this page, and then just odds and ends from other supplies in my stash. So those, and because a layout a day is, like it says, one layout a day, I finished this page for one day, and I finished this page for a second day. So 2 for 1 with the load challenge. And this is the last one I have for today, and this is just a story of how my daughter wanted to learn how to sew a skirt. She's done a lot of mask sewing since the pandemic, but she was looking forward to sewing some skirts, and so this is the story of how that went and how she still needs to finish this project. And I really had fun playing with this collection, and I do have a process video for this one as well. So I will link you up to any of those process videos that I mentioned if you want to catch more of those. And that's it for today. I thank you so much for being here and for checking out my channel if you're new. And if you found something that you appreciated about my style or my designs and you would like to subscribe to see more, I would appreciate that. And I will be back hopefully in the coming couple of weeks with more crafty videos for you as I solve my tech challenges. I hope you have an artful day.